you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. To answer the big question first, why would you watch this video? So if you are an entrepreneur and all you do is fight fires all day long in your business, and you don't have much time to work on your business, to work on strategy and stuff that will actually grow your business, then I think this video is definitely for you. So let's go quite a few years back when I was listening to this lecture by a Stanford professor, and she was describing a firefighter story. And at first I was like, why are we talking about this? But the whole story went that firefighters are actually not fighting fires most of the time. Most of the time they are spending in the firehouse, where they learn, they train, they grow. So when fires do occur and they go out to fight fires, that they are safe and healthy and can do it in the most efficient and beneficial way to the community, so that the fire gets put out ASAP. And then she reverted back to us entrepreneurs and she said, well, what about you fellow entrepreneurs? What do you do? Are you just all day long, every day of the week, fighting fires, doing all the different tasks and things that pop up in your business? Or do you actually take some time for the firehouse, where you learn, you network, you grow, you work with a coach, with consultant, you take some courses, you read books, you go out to conferences and networking events, you join masterminds, you brainstorm, you strategize, you do all of these things. And then it got me thinking that Firehouse is really where the growth happens. This is stuff that will actually help you to open a new market, come up with new products or new services, better strategies for your marketing, improve your sales, figure out ways how you can improve your delivery department or your production facilities. How you can upgrade those things, and so on. And once I fully understood the fire ground versus the firehouse, it hit me that this is probably one of the most important things in every entrepreneur's life. And that's why for many, many years now, I'm constantly talking to people on LinkedIn, to you on YouTube, and to all our clients about the importance of the firehouse versus the fireground. And most of our clients, when they come to us, they are mostly fighting fires. When we do a little deep dive into how their day is going, mostly it consists about different things in the business, many things that could be done by others. And bear in mind, we normally don't work with people who just started their entrepreneurial journey, because yes, the fire ground needs to be taken care of as well. But we are talking here about businesses with 20, 30, 50, sometimes 100 employees. And still, the business owner is out there fighting fires all day long. They don't know how to properly delegate. They lack leaders, true leaders in their business, people who can guide teams, people who are great at people management, and so on. They are not good at those things as well. Well, one important thing that needs to happen in the firehouse is also people. As a business owner, you need to find time, I would say every week, to talk to at least one client. How else will you get all the information that you need to better understand them, to understand what value your business is bringing to the table, and to get ideas for where you might take your business in the future? Every week you should find some time to I don't know, join your employees for lunch, or go for a few coffees, quick coffees with a few of your employees, so that you stay in touch with what's happening in your business. Not to do stuff that your leaders should do, not to take away from them, but to add on top of what they're doing, and really just to be a good human being, so that your employees can have some one-on-one time with you, so that you understand what's happening in their lives, and stuff like that. Yeah, I get really fired up by this topic, because yeah, it's just, once I truly understood the power of the firehouse, my life changed significantly. At first, I was thinking, oh shit, if I don't do all the firefighting myself, well, then my business will go downwards. The opposite happened. When I started prioritizing Firehouse, my business started going up. And now every day I take some time to Firehouse. Every day, I would say probably at least 2, 3, 4 hours of my day, every day, are spent firehousing. And sometimes it's little chunks of time. Sometimes I go out. I know I already talked about that in one of the previous YouTube videos. I go to a hotel lobby, or sometimes I go for a 2-day stay in a hotel, or sometimes I go to Mother Nature. It depends, but I'm constantly figuring out ways to be in the firehouse as much as possible. And that's on top of, you know, living the life, being a good husband, and taking care of all of those things. But to find firehouse, and I would say that majority of my day, 70–80% of my time spent in and on the business is spent in the firehouse. Probably 70–80% for sure. I still do certain things. Why? Mainly because I love it. I love jumping on calls with fellow entrepreneurs, helping them brainstorm and strategize and so on. I don't want to take that away from myself just yet. Maybe at some point in the future I will. But right now it's something that I love, and something that you know, gives me a lot of good positive energy and stuff. So I don't want that taken away from me. But apart from that, I don't do much else. So I can really focus and really prioritize firehouse time. Let me thinking, I can give you. So one thing is, you can, you know, find some little getaways, whether that's like I suggested in that video, where you just go to a 5-star hotel lobby, you order a nice cold iced tea, and just immerse yourself into some strategic topics, or topics about that should be considered firehouse. Or you go to a conference, you enroll in a course, you find yourself a coach, a mentor, a mastermind. You could well, find time to connect and reconnect with your employees, find some time to talk with clients, just join a few sales calls, just so that you see how your prospects react, what are their objections and stuff. Maybe that will spark some stuff. Listening to podcasts, reading books, watching good content on YouTube, just like, you know, my videos. Shameless plug a little bit there. But yeah, prioritizing Firehouse should be something, well, I'm thinking, so up to maybe 10 employees, it will be much more a balance between the firehouse and the fireground. Once you cross 10, maybe 15 employees, your focus, your priority should be 70–80% on the firehouse. And then, you know, the bigger your company becomes, the more you should really just stick to the firehouse and not be on the fireground at all, or very, very minimum amount of time. like I said, there might be certain things that you just adore doing and you love doing, and just because that fuels you, that gives you energy, that gives you that spark why you even started your entrepreneurial journey. So keep some of that, so you don't have to go like 100% just Firehouse, but try to get to 70-80%. I think if you manage that, it will do you great, great for your business. It will be great for your business. And maybe just one final thought. So how I approached this in the beginning, for 2 or 3 weeks, I was writing down every single thing that I'm doing in my business. And then after 2 or 3 weeks, I inputted all of that into an Excel sheet, I think, so that I had an easy overview of all the things that I was doing. And then I started really questioning every single thing there. Like, is this firehouse? Is this fireground? Does it really have to be done by me? Can somebody else do it? Can I delegate it? Can I find a freelancer or somebody who can do this for me if I don't have an employee? How can I? And that, helped me to become better at delegating, outsourcing, and so on. So I was really pushing myself. I was really challenging myself. And even now, every time something comes along into our business, I always ask myself, who, not how, but who can do this? And I'm very challenging to myself. Is it really something that nobody else can do? Or is it really something that I feel so passionate about that I really want to do that? Other than that, I'm just thinking, who can do this? Do we have somebody in the house already? Do we need to hire somebody? Can I find a freelancer, a contractor? Can, some agency do it for us? Like, just who can do it, not how. And it's a continuous process that never stops, because new things are popping up in the business on a weekly basis, if not daily. And so it's just this mental game that I have to play with myself every single time. And it's, easier and easier and easier with time, because you become better at just figuring out who, and you are much better at putting boundaries on what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. And once you start seeing the value of doing Firehouse, well, then it becomes much easier to prioritize, to focus on the Firehouse. And maybe just a few final thoughts. So my Firehouse begins in the morning with me doing my morning routine. And then it goes out throughout the day with all the different learnings, connectings, networkings, strategizing, brainstorming, and so on. And at the end of the day, I do like a big reflection on the day, all the lessons I can learn, how I can be 1% or 2% better tomorrow. So it's a continuous process. From the moment I wake up, I'm already thinking Firehouse, 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 and all the way until I go to sleep. Firehouse is constantly on my mind. I think this should be it for this video. I don't want it to make it too long, but feel free to ask questions, or feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn and ask me questions there. If you have any topics that you would like me to come to in next videos, reach out to me, or again, comment below. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.